Alright, here we are in Pro Tools. We are going to do some drum mixing today, let me tell you. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is create a new session. Obviously, I'm already in a session, but that's because audio from my voice right now is going through Pro Tools, so if I close it, you won't hear me anymore. So let's go ahead and keep that open. But start at Pro Tools, go to File, New Session, or you'll have a dialog waiting for you. You'll want to create a blank session. Dialog will look like this. We're going to do 2448. The source files are in 48, so that's why I'm using this. I mean, I have no opinion, really. Use any one you want. I typically work in 44.1 because that's where I'm delivering with audio on CD quality. So I have no problem working with 44.1. I don't really notice a big difference. I really don't notice any difference, to be honest with you, between these. I mean, maybe a cymbal hit at 192 I might notice. But because I'm delivering to 44.1, I don't really concern myself with it because that's as best as I'm going to get, so why not use that? Some people might argue that as you compress down, you might save some of the sampling that was at the higher resolution, sort of like burning HD quality video onto a DVD, even though DVD is standard definition. That you could talk about it for days. Go to Gear Sluts if you want to have that kind of discussion. I'm not really informed enough to really argue about it, so that's all I'm going to say about it. I typically work in 44.1, but we're going to do 48 because that's where our source files are coming from. Definitely 24-bit though. You can do 32-bit float if you want. I just am used to 24-bit, so I work in there. Somebody would probably argue that I should be using 32-bit float, so use it if you want to use it, no problem. But I'm fine with 24 for now. But definitely don't use 16, because when audio files trail off in 16 or you're recording in 16, you can hear artifacting at the end of at the end of a fade out. Say you hit a cymbal, at the very end of the trail of the cymbal, you'll hear like a little artifacty crackling sometimes with 16 bits. So be very careful of that. And just in case I've been mixing a session that wasn't on my system, I don't want those ins and outs that are assigned for that other system to come into my new session. So I'm going to just say stereo mix, and that'll just make sure all the ins and outs are correct, and I'm ready to go. So I would normally hit OK, like you should do right now, but I'm going to go ahead and hit cancel because my session's already open. So yeah, moving on.